What is up, guys? Welcome to Painting Daily, and today we're going to be continuing with this painting. We're gonna do a little bit of cool brush strokes so it looks more painterly, and also gonna define some of the shapes of the body and also fix a little bit of perspective issues that I found while painting. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. The first thing that we're gonna work on is some of the material on the leaves. Right now they all look just like stains of green and they don't really have too much shape. So I needed to get rid of that feeling of like just brush strokes, green brush strokes in the background, and kind of make them look more like actual leaves. And a cool thing of doing that is just adding these like lines that go from the center to the outside of them. And for that I'm using a little bit of the color of the background, which is kind of like a grayish blue or something like that. And that what happens when you do that is that it kind of gets the feeling that it's reflecting the light. So it's really cool. Like it looks very it looks a little bit more realistic, because it's how actually this material should look like. And I think that's pretty awesome. Like it looks really good. Also, I'm refining a little bit of those feathers on the shoulder. It's not like I'm looking for a final look at the moment, but a little bit of progress, I feel like it's way better than just leaving it like it is. I'm constantly trying to improve the painting. Right there, what I did was go darker with the brightness, but then I applied the opposite color to the alpha of that brightness and contrast adjustment layer. So erasing, what I'm getting is like a darker version of the color that already is there. So I'm basically erasing where I want to be more darker, like less brightness. And that's really helpful also to paint darker values but still keep the color that you were working originally. That really helps to do it that way. I did that because I wanted to try what it will look having darker shadows in some areas. It was looking way too light overall. And in the case of the feathers, I felt like adding this little bluish color, so it looks more like a specular reflection. And that is something that happens with light. It's reflecting light, so it's kind of looking like a bluish purpley color, because of the material that the feathers are made of, I guess. So this brush is really cool. I got it from a workshop I did with Carla Ortiz once, and it gives this really painterly feeling. I think I could make like a variation of this brush so I can give it to you guys. Now I'm looking for adding like a darker tone overall, so I can paint even lighter highlights, or specular. And that is something that I also used to do a lot with my paintings, just applying a dark color in top of everything so I could paint either brighter highlights or backlights. Now I'm looking at some reference in my phone so I can kind of see where to put those shadows in, kind of like in the face. And then I just wanted to paint a little bit more of those bones and the materials around that are surrounding the face, like other things like those, that kind of like golden coin in the center of the forehead, and also like the teeth. The jaw chin is looking a little bit mainly still. Later I'm gonna be fixing that a little bit. But in general, I'm just trying to do as much changes as I can, and I'm trying to concentrate on big changes. Like if I do small changes, it's not gonna look like much of a difference from far away. Guys, I wanted to take a second to promote my Patreon page. If you wanna support this channel and keep support, like want me to keep doing these kinds of videos, the best way to do it is to support me by joining the Patreon, where I show progress of my comic book, and I will also be uploading PSDs, wallpapers, and other stuff. So if you would like to support the channel, that's a way to do it. Thank you, and sorry for interrupting the video. So now I'm basically just grabbing colors with the eyedropper and repainting a lot of the same stuff, but with this brush. It's kind of giving this painterly look, and I'm noticing like a lot of problems, stuff that I could fix. Here I'm adding some highlights for those bone textures, so they pop up more. And then I'm thinking maybe I should add highlights on the knee, maybe I should add highlights other places. This shoulder probably looks a bit off, and the breast there. So I'm kind of like modifying everything, and it's kind of like morphing all the time, which is weird. That this is a process that I use, because honestly it had so many errors from the beginning that this is the only way I can think of doing this. I know it's not the right way, but I cannot just leave it looking bad. I have to fix it. What else can I talk about? Adding highlights is one of the best things ever. When you go to that darker tone overall, you can just add these crazy bright highlights and everything just pop up more. There I'm also thinking maybe the knee should be more centered or looking towards us, and maybe that hand that is using as a balance thing should touching the tree branch should actually be pointing at us more too. So it's kind of like I'm trying to fix the painting basically all the time, and I'm thinking, what could I have done better? I will probably have to retake some pictures of my hand to replace that hand of the character. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have to try a few things first. I'm also thinking maybe this composition looks a bit simple, and I need to add some stuff to it to make it look way more cooler. I'm thinking also, is the saturation right? Is the color balance right? So a lot of changes in a small time. And these kinds of changes also come on a moment that I'm kind of feeling like in the zone, which is basically an expression that is used when you are really concentrated on what you're doing, and you kind of lose track of time. These paintings are kind of these daily paintings are kind of timed on like 1 hour overall. This one took a little bit more than 1 hour. This progress that I'm showing you today, but it's one of those moments where you just want to continue painting. You don't want to stop. And yeah, today was kind of like that. I felt like I should add something in the background there. I will probably need to put some green so it pops up a little bit and doesn't look like just foggy silhouette of a tree. Sometimes I will paint something and then in a layer and then change the opacity of the layer. Here I'm testing what if the wing kind of covered her butt a little bit. And now I'm changing a little bit the shape of the head with some warp tool. Adding some wrapping on the skull so it looks like it's being wrapped by something and it's not just there in the air. Some specular on the feet. Fixing the perspective of the arm a little bit because it looked like it was to the side and not to the back. And this is what I'm telling you about this arm. I need to fix that. And it will probably be on the next session. But I just wanted to try how it looked if I just change it a little bit. Here I'm cutting some of this material to test how it will look if you have like just a branch in the middle of the shot there, how it will look. And yeah, now I'm changing a little bit over the colors, adding some darkness in some places to see how it looks. Brighten this part of the image to see if it pops a little bit more. Changing the colors a little bit. And now I'm testing how it will look if I just move this knee a little bit. And now I have to repaint all of this, which is not that much of a problem, honestly. Now I'm thinking maybe the head is too big. Let's make it a tiny bit smaller. But I'm just testing, so it will probably be on the next one, the next progress. And yeah, this is today's progress. I really hope you like what you're seeing. Please consider joining the Patreon if you want to support this kind of content and if you like it. And if not, just send me a thumbs up or leave me a comment and have a good day. See you guys tomorrow.